What's up, guys? So we got 5 updates for you guys today. 2 of them are going to be arrest updates, 2 of them are going to be conviction updates, and one of them is going to be about somebody who we all, are keeping our eyes on. So let's get right into it. We want to do this maybe every couple of months. We update locals all the time, though, with mugshots, convictions, all that. So join that in the pinned comment if you want to see even more. But let's get right into it. Update number 1. So a lot of y'all saw the video recently of the elementary school teacher that we caught in Amherst, New York, who had a thing for garbage disposals. That was kind of his thing. We talked to him for over a year, posing as a 13-year-old girl, and he obviously isn't a dumb person. He's into music, so have to have a brain for that. And he was very careful. Never did he straight up say, "I want to meet you here and do this." He was very vague with what he wanted. I mean, obviously we know he was into who he thought he was talking to and all of that, but he was very careful to not overstep and break the law. However, one day he cracked after a year of talking to him, and he eventually sent a photo of his you-know-what. And in New York, that is a misdemeanor to send that to who you believe to be a minor. And we wanted to get him earlier. Like, we definitely didn't want an elementary school teacher around kids for a whole year, but we wanted to make sure that he could at least get arrested for what he's doing. And, it was a hard decision to make because maybe he had on his phone, maybe he didn't, but we didn't want to risk that chance. We wanted to make sure he's away from kids forever. So the risk paid off. He did end up getting charged with sending that photo to who he thought was a kid. It is only a misdemeanor. However, that's going to knock him out of teaching forever when he gets convicted of that. And I don't know if it'll put him on the registry, but he's at least going to be away from kids, and that's a win because we didn't want to wait any longer after he incriminated himself. So that is a charge right there. He officially has court dates and all of that. So yeah, he's in the system now. So he got charged. On to update number 2. So John in Pennsylvania, who y'all saw us get at the Giant Eagle in Cranberry Township, I always like to say, any number they give us, even when they seem honest, they're not honest. They always admit to the tip. If they're honest, it's them admitting to the tip of the iceberg and not actually everything they've done. I always say, whatever number they give you of the amount of images or videos they have on their phone of kids, you can always add a 0 or 2 zeros to it. And in this case, it was pretty accurate. He told us in the video that he had 40 images or videos of and when the cops, as you saw in the video, they confiscated his phone, and when they dumped his phone, they found over 400 images and videos. The detective told our decoy that it was some of the worst stuff he's ever seen, and John is officially arrested and charged, and he has his preliminary hearing, I think, here in the next few days, and he was very honest with the detective, too, from what we heard, and it looks like he's probably going to take a plea deal down the line, but let's hope they give him some time. But he is officially arrested and charged. Alright, so this is a catch from March of last year. A lot of y'all probably remember the one in Waynesville, Missouri, where we approach the person, and he immediately starts calling his wife and basically confesses everything to her on the phone. I didn't say a word, and I just recorded it. And yeah, it was only like a 20 or 30-minute catch because he admitted everything pretty quick. The cops came, did their job, arrested him. That's Timothy in Waynesville, Missouri. Just this past year, earlier this year, he took a plea deal. He was never really going to take it to trial. He had a public defender who was just terrible. Like, his public defender tried to bring up, his public defender used Wikitubia to try to have something on me. It was like ridiculous. It was an insult. I almost felt bad for Timothy. I wanted to step in and be his own public defender because it just wasn't fair that guy was representing him. But anyway, he did agree to a 20-year plea deal for possession of child porn, and then going after our fake 9-year-old account. So he's currently doing 20 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections. It took about a year for him to get fully sentenced, which is not too bad of a process, I think. So yeah, he'll be out when he is 51. And he'll be out when, to put into perspective, I'm 24. He'll be out when I'm 44 years old. So, on to the next. So, a lot of y'all probably haven't heard this name in years, and I know we have a lot of new people here, so probably a lot of y'all probably have never heard this name ever. So, Fred in Eugene, Oregon, his catch is on Rumble. We'll have that one linked in the pinned comment. Just go watch it. It's one of our most iconic catches we've ever done. You guys just heard we caught him in 2021. He was a offender who owned this automobile shop, or this mechanic shop. And he was going after who he thought was this 8-year-old girl, and he got 3 years for it, pretty cut and dry, and which is a very weak sentence, but he got 3 years for it. And the thing is, in the video, he was one of the most honest to, when I say in the videos, well, if you just fully told me everything, I think you'd just be a sociopath. I kind of mean that, because he is that exact definition of that. Without me having to even ask him, he goes into what he did to his own daughter, which he originally served 8 years for in Oregon before we caught him. And the thing is, in that video, he admitted to his own niece, he admitted to other people as well that I can't quite remember. But the reason I'm bringing up his niece is because when that video came out, when that video got to her, she ended up making a report in Maricopa County, Arizona, where Phoenix is, and filing charges on him for child molestation. And the thing is, she told her family when it happened initially. Her family did not believe her, but when the video came out, she had evidence that, hey, he just admitted to it, and I want to charge him with this. So the family now believes her, and Maricopa County actually extradited. Fred was supposed to get out this year in July from the Oregon prison system, but Maricopa County said, not so fast. They extradited him over to Phoenix. They charged him with child molestation. So his 3-year sentence was coming to an end, and he just got, hit from behind. And he initially pled not guilty. He wanted to take it to trial, even though he fully admitted to it on video to us, to his own niece. And he ended up making the right move and taking a plea deal. So Fred ended up getting 25 extra years in prison just because he couldn't stop talking about his list. And, he's 40-something years old now. He's going to be out when he's about 80. And the jury's out whether he's going to make that. Because at 25, it's not a... the prosecutor in Phoenix was telling me there's something to where if it's like child or on a second offense, I don't know. But it's not an 85% or even a 50% or a 33% or anything like that. It is straight up. He has to do 25 hard years. So, that is the first person that we've officially got convicted 2 times due to one video. So, very happy for that. I'm happy for the kids that don't have to suffer, because that dude is 100% going to offend again. Even when he gets out when he's 80, that's the first thing he's probably going to do. So, yeah, very happy about that. And if, of course, you want to watch that video, join on Rumble in the pinned comment for free. All right, guys. So the final update, this isn't necessarily about a conviction, but this is about our boy Kevin in Iowa. You guys know, the one who was caught actively doing stuff to his very young kid. She was only 5 or 6 years old. He did get arrested. I know we went over that in a previous video, and I know it has arrested in the title already, but he got arrested, and coming up on July 29th, he has a plea hearing, so I believe he's going to plead guilty to, obviously, everything he admitted to with his daughter, and I hope that Iowa hands him a very lengthy sentence. In our experience, Iowa always does their job with throwing the hammer down, so we do have a guy doing 35 years in Iowa already for molesting his own stepdaughter. So, yeah, let's hope Iowa throws it down on the 29th. And, I'm very excited for that. We'll definitely keep y'all updated on locals, that is, because we only do the YouTube updates once every couple months. So, yeah, if you guys support what we do, I think y'all should join on locals. We do want to update on every single person, but I can't make a video on every single person every day. But we post updates almost daily on locals about convictions, mugshots, arrests, all that stuff. And, of course, you can see 100 videos, early and uncensored, on locals. And you can support what we do as well. I mean, we're the only group out there that's regularly getting sentences of 10-plus years. And we travel the most, catch the sickest. We have arrests in 46 different states, convictions in 40. And, before we end the video, I'll give one last update. So, this video is only on locals. This is the one where the mom, to her son, who was a offender, when we caught him. And he got charged with attempted statutory. He's currently in jail on a $75,000 bond. And we hope he gets a very long time eventually, but we'll definitely keep you all updated on him. And of course, if you want to see his video, we're way more comfortable keeping it on locals for obvious reasons, because the mom, took everything she possibly could and, inflicted some stuff. So, yeah, if y'all want to see that on locals, pin comment, support what we do, join up on there. And, yeah, we'll keep y'all updated every couple months periodically on some of these people. But, yeah, tons more on locals. Join up on there. Bye. And cop a t-shirt, redpillthreads.com/predatorpoachers. We do have Let's Go Gordon shirts. We only have like 30 left, and we'll have it like right here, so y'all can go cop one. Bam.